Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a nice little pink look. I do have a pink shirt on, so I want to do a little kind of natural but not natural pink look for you guys, and we're going to be using the Morphe 35H Hotspot palette. And this is what it looks like. We're going to be diving into some of these pinks over here, and I am excited. I hope everyone is doing well during this quarantine. I just wanted to start this video out by saying that I will be talking through a lot of more of the steps that I do. Like my eyebrows, I will do them on camera to show you guys, and my eyeliner, mascara, etc. I did want to talk about two products that I've been using. The first is the, I think it's Elemis, that's how you say it, Superfood Sika Calm Cleansing Foam. If that'll focus. And this is what it looks like. It does have a little pump. And I got this in my BoxyCharm for April. It was in my BoxyCharm Premium, and I love this face wash. I had a huge breakout down on my chin from A, that time of the month, and B, I don't know what, but I had like huge zits everywhere. I think it's because I waxed my face, not really sure, but it was a mess. The second I've been using is the Protini Polypeptide Cream by Drunk Elephant. And this is what the inside looks like. So it doesn't have a super huge amount in it. I'll take some out and put it on my face so that you guys can see. This is what it looks like. And a little bit really does go a long way. That tiny amount I just put is enough to cover my whole face. And I have very dry skin, so that says a lot about that product. I love Drunk Elephant products. If I could buy one skincare line brand for the rest of my life, it would be Drunk Elephant, but they're so expensive that I cannot justify spending that much. I will look up this cream and let you guys know how much it is. So I looked it up on the Sephora website, and it is $68 for almost 2 ounces. So this is 0.5 of an ounce. So you can kind of gauge how big that would be. But that's a lot. $70 for a face cream is a lot. Maybe in the future I'll spend that much, but right now it's not happening. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with my brows, and I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow in dark brown. I do have one in medium brown, but I feel like it's just too light on my face. So let me grab a mirror. Alrighty. So how I start with my eyebrows is I take the spoolie part, and I just kind of brush them out a little bit so they're a little more even. They're a mess because you can't get them threaded. But I start right here. So not at the very front of the eyebrow, but kind of where the shape starts. And I go up and down. And then I start at the end, and I do the same thing. So then I have my shape, and then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to flick up. Where the front starts. Alright, so I have my preliminary shape. And then I take the spoolie and I just kind of brush it out. Like that. And that's how I usually do my eyebrows. You can see there's a little extra hair down here because they're not threaded. If they were threaded, they would have a better shape and they would not look so wonky. So I'm going to repeat that with the other eyebrow, and then I will be back. Alrighty, so now we have our eyebrows done, and I know they look a little wonky. They're a little thicker than they normally would be because I cannot get them threaded. But I'm going to take some of this, if it'll focus. This is the Revolution Beauty Conceal and Define. There it goes. And I'm just going to dab some on my eyelids, between my brows, and then on top. And I'm going to go in with this flat tip brush and blend them out. Alright, so we now have our eyebrows concealed. I'm going to go in with a little bit of this dark shade that's in here, and I'm just going to set them with a little bit of powder. Alrighty, so the next thing I'm going to do is grab some primer, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the concealer, where I'm going to just put a little bit on my eyes, and then I'm going to pack it in with that flat brush. And the eyeshadow primer I'm going to be using today is the Thank Me Later by Elizabeth Mott, and I love this primer, which I've said in previous videos, but I feel like it does a really good job. It doesn't crease, and it keeps my eyeshadow on all day. While the primer is drying, I'm going to go ahead and pick out which shades I'm going to use from the Hotspot palette, and then I will let you guys know what I plan on doing. I don't usually use a brush to put my primer on. I usually use my fingers, but because I do have that polypeptide cream on my hands, I don't want to mix it in on my eyelid with my primers. The brushes I'm going to be using today are these. It is a 5-piece brush set, and it is made by the company Lavish. I did get them in my BoxyCharm for April, the base box, and I love them. A lot of people complained that they were cheap, but I like them. I think they blend really well, they pick up color nice, so I have no issue with them. The first color I'm going to be going in with today is going to be this pretty little peach pink color, and I'm just going to dip my brush into it, and then I'm going to swirl it out into my crease, blending up and down. Now that we have that all blended out, I'm going to be going in with this lighter pink shade. And I'm going to be using this flat eyeshadow brush to just pack that onto my lid. Next, I'm going to be taking this orange brush, which is called a pencil brush. That's what they call it. I've heard it called different things. And I'm going to take this creamy shade, and I'm going to be putting that on my brow bone. So for eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Man Eater by Tarte. It is a felt tip, and those tend to be the easiest for me to use. So I'm just going to show you guys how I do it. I usually start at the inner corner and flick it out, but today I'm going to be doing a triangle on the corner and then going in. So next I'm going to be going in with mascara, and I'm using the Caution Extreme Lash Mascara by Hourglass. And this is probably the best mascara I've ever used. It's just a trial size. I do need to buy a bigger version because I'm almost out, but we're going to get that applied. I just start at the root of the lash and work my way up. For lashes today, I'm going to be going in with these. They are called Red Cherry Eyelashes, and they are number 103. It's 100% human hair, so that's kind of creepy. They don't look like they need to be trimmed. I have not used them before, but I'm going to get my glue applied, let it dry, and then I'll zoom you guys in and I'll show you how I put them on. So this is the final look of these lashes. Overall, they are very cute. They're a lot more natural than what I'm used to using, but that's not a bad thing. I did not trim them, and as I was putting this one on, I definitely stabbed myself in the corner of the eye. And my eye ended up watering really bad, and I had to fix my eyeliner, so sorry if that looks wonky. We are going to be moving on to face next. Now that our eyes are done, I'm going to do my foundation and concealer, all that. I do my face last because sometimes you get fallout with your eyeshadow, and I don't like getting that into my foundation. I feel like it ruins it. Our primer that we're going to be using today is the Cover FX Water Cloud Primer, and I'm just going to put that on with my hands. It is the one that has the blue light defense in it. And so far, I am obsessed with this primer. I think it gives a really nice, hydrating feel to your skin, and I love that. So we're just going to get that rubbed in. Alright, and once that dries, I'm going to start on my foundation. With my foundation brush in hand, I'm going to take the Tarte Found Sealer, pop it up, and give a couple pumps. And then I'm going to spread that out with the foundation brush and go back in with my Beauty Blender. I do this because I feel like it gives a more even coverage without using too much product, because sometimes I can do that when I just use my Beauty Blender. So now that our foundation is blended out, I'm going to go in with the Cali Contour Smashbox contour kit. I'm going to take this deep shade right here, my brush, and I'm just going to give a quick little contour into the cheekbone and down into the jawline. And I will go back over that. I also do my forehead, just because I feel like it gives your forehead a smaller look. To have a big forehead over here. My foundation still was a little wet. You're going to want to let your foundation dry a little more than I did. because it can make blending out your contour really difficult. Alrighty, I'm not going to contour my nose or anything because I don't do that on a normal basis, but I'm going to grab this big fluffy brush, just blend that out a little bit more. I think this is a powder brush. Yeah, Heavenly Powder is what it's called, but I don't really do face powder. And we're going to move on to highlight and blush. Today I will be using a Morphe palette for blush. These are the shades inside, and it is the Warm Master 8W palette. So I'm going to go in with this pink shade right here called Beat. I'm going to dip my brush in, give it a tap. And that's a really pretty peachy color. We're going to drag that over our nose. And I know it looks crazy, don't freak out. And then we're going to take that same powder brush and we're just going to blend that out. And I was going for like a little over the nose blush look. I'm going to grab my next palette, which is the Morphe 8S Stellar Impact palette. And I'm going to grab a little tiny bit of Galactic on a highlight brush. This is the one I'll be using today. Just going to dust that. On our cheekbones. I go down the bridge of my nose and then my cupid's bow just to give it a little extra. Alright, and I'm going to grab a lippy and then I will be back. Today I'll be using the Nude Sticks. It is the Magnetic Lip Plush Paint in the shade Waikiki Rose. I did do a review of this. I talked about how I felt this was a little flimsy in my April BoxyCharm base box unboxing. But I tried to do some stabilizer because I was clicking the camera button too quick and then recording too fast. And it was not wanting to work, so I could not upload it. And I'm a huge fan of these. They do dry like a liquid lip, but you can also do them like a stain and just kind of put one on. So this is going to be our final look for the day. I hope you guys liked it. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think of this look. If you'd like to see more looks that are more toned down like this, let me know. If not, I get it and I'll keep doing some crazy stuff. Thanks, guys.